Hello, it's Tree Spray, and today I'm drawing a short comic about my characters Harper and Ambrosia. Um, I had this idea for a simple little comic about them, and so I decided to draw it. I kind of want to make more of these to like explore my characters and like explore writing them because I've tried writing it from the beginning, but I struggle a little bit with that. So I thought it would be fun to explore these characters in some way and do something with them in a new way that I've not done previously, just to kind of explore that writing muscle and like explore that a little bit. And I feel like this comic is going to feature like Harper, Blair, and Ambrosia a lot. So I really need to explore like writing all three of them in different ways. I'm not sure if like I don't think Ambrosia's side of things is going to be like a huge focus. Like, it's just going to be focused on specifically Harper and Blair. Like, at first, you like look into this world from a lens from like Blair's point of view, and then like later on, you get to explore like more point of views from Harper, and just kind of like mix it back and forth, because there can be like different purposes for each point of view, so to speak. Like, for example, like I just said, Blair would be like a new lens into this world, while with Harper, it's like, oh, yeah, this is explaining why she acts the way she does in some ways. I also thought it would be fun to explore, like, how I want to draw a younger version of Harper, because I feel like a lot of her issues stem from when she was younger, and really looked up to her mother, and then, like, later on, she's, same old Harper. And in some ways, Harper's like a little bit flirty, but like and other times she's not, because just like the way she grew up with her mother, like Harper just has this unique perspective of being like a full born vampire, when normally like vampires are created beings. At least in this universe, it's like really hard to be a vampire that was born through like the normal circumstances. So I feel like when she was younger, she might have had like a little bit of a bigger head about that. But like as she gets older, and like as she gets to know Blair, that kind of changes for her. Just character growth. I didn't do a lot of shading for this comic, just because that's not where my brain was at the time. But I did explore using this material, like screen tone, because I bought some screen tone a while ago, and my brain was in this mode where I was like, oh, this is another art supply that I never get to use, and it's just sitting unused. So I am going to use it, and I did for like a different drawing, and then I was thinking of like other applications for this screen tone, and I was like, oh yeah, it'd be great for this comic, just to kind of establish the mood. um but basically this comic focuses on like one of the rare times Ambrosia like explodes with anger, because she's the type of person that like holds a lot of that anger in, and eventually like I said, it explodes in some way. So that's why I thought it would be fitting to use it for this purpose. I did mess up a little bit on Harper's hair at this point. So that's why I ended up using some of my acrylic markers on top, and thankfully they look similar enough to what marker colors I use for Harper. So I didn't think it was that jarring to switch from like alcohol markers to acrylic markers in this case. I definitely feel like when Harper's younger like this, she dresses more similar to how her mother wants her to dress. And like at the beginning of the comic, I'm kind of going to explore that And like I basically would describe that like as a more formal wear compared to like something more easygoing. Um, and she like wears her hair the way Ambrosia likes it. So that's more long, um, curled, that kind of thing. Because I definitely feel like Ambrosia's style is more similar to like a classic vampire, so to speak. Um, and she'll wear like a lot of reds and blacks and a lot of gray. Like for some of the outfits I had for her, like as inspiration, um, they're, I guess you could consider like Dracula esque, very classic vampire style that you'd see. And then like some elements are like kind of cold leadery because she's like supposed to be um this figure in their society that like has has that kind of leaning, so to speak. And then like later on I'd consider Harper's style to be more like um artsy, relaxed, something that would be comfortable to wear. Because a lot of Harper's and Blair's relationship, I want to focus on like they're both, they like have this love of art, like I do. Because the original concept for this was like, what would I do if I was a vampire? And it's like, oh yeah, I just draw all the time and get a bunch of shit done. But I definitely feel like Blair's love of art will be more similar to mine. And Harper, she, it's a little bit different for Harper. Because her mom probably doesn't want her to be an artist like her. Because she has like this whole plan for her life set up, in her brain. So anything that goes against that, it doesn't make her that happy. So she'd probably discourage her daughter from being an artist and stuff. And that's more relatable to like my situation with my family in some ways. And like I kind of want to look at Harper's life in like a similar way to my own in some aspects. But clearly a little bit exaggerated because it's like a fictional piece of media, so to speak. But yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun drawing Ambrosia. I feel like I haven't drawn her that much as Harper and Blair, because I'm very focused on them specifically. They've been like my comfort characters lately. I love drawing them like together or like, just simple illustrations of them. It's really easy for me to come up with. So it's fun exploring something that's out of my comfort zone like this with like comics and stuff. But at the same time, like I've done short comics before, so it's not too like out of my comfort zone. But it is quite a bit with writing and stuff because I have not like exposed my writing to some form ever. So yeah, I don't know if people will enjoy my writing. So that's a little bit like anxiety inducing for me, but at the same time I'm having a lot of fun, so that's what matters. It's just, having a little bit of fun with it, because I want art to be like my happy place to go to, basically. And a lot of the times when I'm not having fun, my brain can kind of pick up on that, and I kind of work on making it something that's more fun for me to do. I guess that's the best way to describe it. But yeah, I guess I've rambled enough about my characters for today. I have another one of these that I've already drawn. I'm hoping to draw more of these in the future. Hopefully you guys are down for the ride. And I will see you in the next video, hopefully sometime soon. Bye for now.